Yes, I graduated from John Ford High, and then after I got hired for the sheriff department, I was going to night school for criminal justice. Back during that time, they would call it police science.
Okay.
Now it's criminal justice, and I just enjoy it.
And
Back during those times, law enforcement was highly respected. When you see a law enforcement officer come around, everybody would respect a law enforcement. It's not like it is now, today. And I think what got me going because of empathy. When you put yourself in another person's position, then you can be able to communicate better than you would instead of arguing and things like that. It's that word I remember, empathy. Sometimes you get more. I always look at it like this. We used to say whites and blacks. It's not. It's not the whites or the black. It's the individual. It's an individual thing because you can't say what a white person would say, and you can't say what a black person would say. It's that individual thing. Each person thinks different. Just because you're white, that don't mean you think you don't like a person or dislike a person because it's you or black and just the individual. Well, I had one I can say about. This was in the Sandy Run area. I was patrolling and I went across this vehicle parked in the yard, and in the vehicle was 5 people, 3 in the back, 2 in the front. That I knew that didn't belong there. So I checked it out, and when I pull up, then I start questioning the driver. He told me he was visiting his uncle, but his uncle wasn't home, which I knew that he didn't even fit in that. So I called my sheriff. Abe was the sheriff then, so he was on his way from here, from St. Matthews to come to my location. But he took so long, I thought it was long. But patient, I wait. And this guy, he was getting impatient. He said, "We gotta go. My uncle not home." So I said, "Wait a minute." I started talking. And by the time Elliot pulled up, sheriff pulled up, that's when I got out and we got the rest of the guys out of the car. And each one of those guys had a handgun. Each one had a handgun. And I started thinking, I said, if I was gun-ho or the demand, they probably would have found me someplace and nobody would have never know what happened to me. So that was one of the most scariest part. And then what happened there, these guns were stolen from previous break-ins that they already committed that day in different counties. So I said, Bill, the big man was on my side that particular day.
Irvin is a constant. And what I've always loved about him is that his work ethics. Irvin is the oldest person here. He's the first one here every day. I'll be here. I hear the door open. It's Irvin. He comes in. And people like Irvin doesn't work 9 to 5. I can tell him, Irvin, your job is 9 to 5, and he'll say, okay. But Irvin comes to work early. He does his work, and his work is always done. So I don't know what hours. I've never known what hours Irvin worked, because what I do know is his job is always done timely, professionally, and completely.